Hey guys, this is going to be a quick tutorial showing you how to create the fastest and most efficient cobblestone generator possible currently in Minecraft 1.8.1. Now I'm running this on my server, it's gotpvp.com, and this works great. Like, look how fast this is. The reason why it's so fast is because it uses a total of 16 regular cobblestone generators. And by that, I mean just like the one lava bucket, one piece of water. You get the gist, a basic one. So what we're going to do is start with a 12 by 12 building platform. Now, no, you're probably not going to build out exactly 12 by 12, but it just gives you some space. Now, I've marked out a center area of a 2 by 2 block area. What you want to do is find the exact center. Now, you want to build up one building block, and then on top of that you want to place a unmovable block. Now this can be obsidian or furnaces. Really, you can use any of those two, but I'm using obsidian for this case. Now on top of the obsidian you want to place 4 pistons going upwards. Once you place those vertical pistons, you want to build out 2 blocks in every single direction. This will basically give you a building platform. Now these little pieces of pink wool are markers for where you're going to place the pistons. You want those pistons to be facing in so everything lines up with the center pistons. Now that you have this, you simply want to place a non-movable block behind all of the pistons you have going into the center. Once you have completed that, you want to connect up all of the areas like so. Now that that is complete, we want to fill this entire area, like each corner, with water blocks. And simply you have to do that by filling in the center first with any stone, and then fill in the corners with water blocks. We also want to add this area with lava. So simply grab glass or any stone, I'm using glass just so you can see it, and build this pattern. This will basically make it so that that corner can hold lava without it spilling everywhere. Once you have completed that, we want to add the lava buckets. You will have to use 8. This is just a test, so whenever you knock that out, it turns into stone. And that will keep doing that over and over again. That's why it's great. So basically we've created 8 cobblestone generators, or stone generators I should say. And the basic concept is that those pistons will push that in, and then the pistons on the bottom will push it up the center. Now we have to do some basic redstone. All you have to do is 2 redstone repeaters, redstone dust, and then 2 more redstone repeaters. And then on top it's just redstone everywhere. Now repeat that process all the way around the entire thing. Now this is what your completed design should look like, and we are almost done. What you want to do is build down 1 block from the unmovable block, and then place a redstone torch. Build down 1 block and over 3, and then place 2 redstone dust and a redstone repeater facing in on the 3rd tick. Coming out from the repeater, you want to place 1 single block and place a redstone dust on top of there. Come out a block from the side, a block on top, and then a block on the side. Now place a redstone torch on this side of the block. And then also you want to build up 2 blocks and then place a sticky piston just like so. Put a block on top of there, and then grab a lever and place it on top of there. Now you turn that on and your thing should look like this. Should basically be a repeating current, so it goes back and forth once you flick it on. Just like that. As you can see, the piston is pushing it in as soon as the stone is built. Or crafted, or whatever you want to say. Alright, now we have to connect the bottom pistons up with redstone. So on the right side of each one, just place 1 stone block. And now we have to connect that to the redstone circuitry up here. So coming out from 1 block from the wall, place a redstone repeater facing out, and then place 2 stone blocks up right there and 1 stone block up right there, and then run redstone down the entire path. Now run this redstone to the center and connect it up to there. Now we basically have to repeat that process with all corners. So out 1 block, redstone repeater going down, up 2 blocks, and then up 1 block, and then redstone dust all the way down. Now we want to repeat this process with everything, and once you get it done, you should connect it all up, and it should look something like this. Now once you've... I actually forgot something. You have to add a 1 block in front of the redstone repeater that you took out of the obsidian block. This will basically make it so that you can power the redstone beneath it. Now once we turn it on, it should start powering up and going vertical. You have completed the first portion of this tutorial. Now we got to work on the second part. So turn it on, make sure it stacks all the way up, and then turn it off. Go up to the very top and knock out these 4 blocks, and then place a non-movable block, just like this. Knock down a few blocks, and then we want to place a few pistons on the top. Place these pistons just like so, facing down. Now once you have done that, you want to build down 2 blocks. Or I should say 1 block, and then build out 2 blocks in each direction. Now once you have that little building platform, I'm placing wool, where you're gonna, just like before, place the pistons facing inward. Now this is pretty much the same design as before, so if you understood that one, then just go ahead and repeat the process. And once we have that, we want to connect up all these sides, just like so. Once you finish connecting them, it should look something like this. Now remember, just like before, we want to fill all this in so we can get the water in the corners. Once you have filled all that in, just start filling the corners in with water. I forgot a part right there. Now we want to work on the lava, so simply place the block in a version like this. The only reason I'm using glass is so you can see it. Now once we have finished that, grab yourself a lava bucket and place all the lava in there. We are almost done. You just gotta... Oh yeah, don't forget to put a obsidian block behind the pistons facing in. This way that the pistons won't push each other out, because I've made that mistake before and it was not good. Simply do the redstone wiring just like before. 2 redstone repeaters, redstone dust, and then 2 more redstone repeaters. Awesome. Now that that is done, we are going to find the one spot where we started the lever on the other side, knock out that redstone dust, and then build down 2 blocks, knock out the center block, and then place a sticky piston on top of there, and place a block on top of there. Now what we want to do is build out 1 block, and then build down the side of that block, down the side of that block, knock out the center, and then add a lever on top of that block, and a redstone dust right there, and then a redstone torch on that side. Build down 1 block, and then over 3 blocks, then down 1 block, up 1, there we go, and then 2 redstone dust and a repeater on the 3rd tick, facing out of that block, and then a redstone torch on top of there. So now when you turn it on, it should start working. However, we need to run the signal to get to those pistons. So build out 1 block and up, out 1 block and up. This is different from the bottom design because remember our pistons are on top. And then connect these blocks just like so. We're trying to avoid the redstone signal beneath these, so then we're going to run these into the center. Just like that. And then we're going to repeat that process onto the other side. I'm going to go out, then up a block, and then into the center just like that. Now simply run a redstone repeater into redstone dust. And then the same design just like before. Repeater into redstone dust, da 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 da, you get the gist. Now what we have to do is we have to connect this to the piston so that it'll control, because as you can see, it's a tick on each side, or 2 ticks I should say. And that's good because that'll allow our piston to get on an alternating current and pretty much knock out this glass, because you can't place redstone on glass. And then run that like that. Do it the same on the other side. and then run redstone dust around this entire thing. Now you are pretty much done. Just turn that thing on and it should start working. Now you can knock off any of those building blocks that I placed earlier that you don't want anymore. And then let's give this thing a test. This is your finished project. And sorry if I was terrible at explaining stuff. I'm going to try to talk to Mumbo Jumbo, see if he can do a better tutorial on this. And then if he can, that'll be great. But notice how if you turn the top one on, you knock everything out, the stone will go straight down. Well, that's good. And now if I turn that top one off and then turn the bottom one on, all the stone should come up from the bottom now. And if you turn them both on, it should automatically fill in. Now this is creative block hit and you can't mine this fast enough. I mean, on my server I have Super Breaker and it's just like insane. Like this is the one on my server that I built and I can't mine it fast enough. I'm using a efficiency 5 pick and then haste 2 beacon and Super Breaker MCMMO. So this is crazy. If you guys enjoyed the tutorial, please give it a thumbs up. Sorry I was terrible at explaining it, but hey, I gotta start somewhere.